Namaskar, Namaste. I would like to say a very big heartfelt thank you for making me the guest of honor for this prestigious literary event, Santiniketen Literary Festival. I would like to play the Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore's Ekla Chalore. Ekla Chalore doesn't mean that you are akile chalo. Ekla Chalore means the oneness of your love. Oneness of your strength in you, oneness of all the resilience, empathy, compassion in you, right? Oneness of the strength and the love in you is what if I may interpret Rabindranath Tagore's Ekla Chalore. So you cannot say Jodi to dak sune kyo na sab sunenge. If the oneness of love is there in you, that oneness, solid form of love, unshakable, invincible, the rootedness. So I would like to dedicate in the sense, invoke and evoke the good spirit, the good vibe, the good energy, and the good wellness, well-being through my poetry, to trying to play and to connect and create this beautiful relation. You cannot say Jodi to dak sune kyo na sab sunenge. If the oneness of love is there in you, that oneness, solid form, unshakable, invincible. Rabindranath Tagore's Ekla Chalore. That's how I've created that oneness of love. And I would like to say thank you to Santiniketen Literary Festival. They have organized this. Physically, I couldn't be there in person, in flesh and blood, but you know, such honor, it's very rare. And my love for Tagore, it's showing now. It's a consequences of the love I have for him. And I would like to, as a guest of honor of this beautiful, prestigious event, Santiniketen Literary Festival, I would like to thank all the poets out there, authors out there, creators, thinkers, and Arindam Royji for creating such a beautiful universe of love. So my topic, theme, you may call for this, I've written, I have extensively in the sense I put my heart and mind and soul passionately. I did research on Tagoreji and I've written, you can search that on Google also, is there, published by Different Truth, In Love with Him, In Love with Tagore, Tagore in Love, Kublai Shibun, Letters of Love from Shillong. So Letters of Love from Shillong was written, and I didn't know it will come out with this beautiful write-up, and how the Nobel laureate Tagore has loved Northeast India, and how Northeast people love Tagore in lieu, right? Not in lieu. And thank you to this technology for connecting us to this beautiful platform, to augur, to enable, to empower, to, you know, uphold this and uplift the spirit of Tagore in us. For me, I personally believe Tagore is still alive in me, in you, in us, everywhere Tagore is there. So his poetry has this power to, you know, recognize the love in us. Thank you, Different Truth, for publishing this beautiful, I may call it masterpiece. Now I've really done very passionately I did go to the place. I went to the place and saw the place where Tagore lived was dismantled, but how I gathered the pieces and could create something very beautiful, like you call kintsugi in Japanese, you call. You gather the broken pieces of pot and put them together with that gold, cemented gold with gold, and create a beautiful kintsugi, right? So thank you. Different truths. Even I may say, I have again done some research. Truths are of 4 types: objective truth, subjective truth, and normative truth for normal group, and complex truth. But complex truth is not that complex. It's very simple. It enables us to focus, and it enables us to validate the truth itself, right? So thank you, and I would like to read now how Tagore, many a times he was Northeast. He loved Northeast. He was in Shillong. He came to Guwahati twice. 7 times. He was in Tripura. He has a beautiful link with Tripura, that Ujjayanta Palace, and he loved Manipuri dance. How he has impressed by Manipuri dance, and he invited Manipuri dancer, and this way introduced Manipuri dance in Santiniketen. And also Laxminath Besbarua, the literary doyen, the architect of modern literature, said Laxminath Besbarua, he got married to Rabindranath Tagore's niece, right? So this way, through marital bond, a beautiful cultural and literature world was created, and they could, through this marital connection, socio-cultural, made a great significance out of it. There's a great connection, romantic connection between Laxminath Besbarua and Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore, interestingly, the marital ties, there's a story behind this. The marital ties have not only connected the families, but the 2 states to the richness of literature and cultural heritage. Laxminath Besbarua married Pragya Sundari Devi. She is the granddaughter of Maharshi Devendranath Tagore. According to Brahmo rites, he even refused to accept the 10,000 dowry from the Tagore family. 10,000 kitna hoga aaj ke baar? I don't know, 10 lakhs plus, or could be. Pragya Sundari Devi was the second daughter of Tagore's 3rd son, Hemendranath Tagore. So, and she is the first to write cookbook, Amish or Niramesh, means non-veg on veg. So she is also edited popular magazine Punya. The great connection is that, and what else I would like to. Every word Tagore created in his verse, the universal law coexists, thrives in a line. Trust love. Tagore is asking us to, requesting us to trust love. Even if it brings sorrow, do not close up your heart. Rabindranath Tagore, from The Gardener, teaches us to nurture love, and that trust will bridge the gap. So Tagore has written, every person is worthy of an infinite wealth of love. The beauty of his soul knows no limit. Second visit to Shillong was in April 1923, a perfect summer vacation in search of read yourself online. And I'm lost in the middle of my birthday. I want my friends, their touch with the earth's last love. I will take life's final offering. I will take the human's last blessing. Today my sack is empty. I have given completely whatever I had. I have given completely whatever I had to give. In return, if I receive anything, some love, some forgiveness, then I will take it with me when I step on the boat that crosses to the festival of the wordless end. So it's also longer chickpea, last letter from Tagore. And I may again remind you Tagore's favorite flower as rhododendron, and he has written a poem, Rhododendron Ucha Sakhaye. So I'm working on the forest, rhododendron forest, where Tagore would have been happy. I've captured hundreds of species from the last frontier of India, biggest to smallest, to poisonous to edible to populated to whatnot, right? So based on that is the film and the book, and then magic is right here. He left behind magic, discovered through his poem, living God within and man within the heart. Month of May, Lovita was in Shillong with a soul sojourn to be there where the Tagore lived 99 years ago. For the first time in 1919, she walked the Eka Beka roads of Laitumukra, then walked up till Laban. The pine trees are still there, tall but older, where whose shadows walk the poet laureate. She documents Bard's journey, his stay, clicking pictures. Lots I have written, lots. It is like Tagore's. This I have written. These are the rhododendron. Rabindranath Tagore's rhododendron. He has written one national anthem for two nations, India and Bangladesh. This is Rabindranath Tagore's Dela Bezburwa, granddaughter-in-law of Nobel laureate. And these are the broken pieces. If you check Google, it's written there in the article. And I will be reading out my poem also. 10 Shades of Earth, Dirt, Dopali. In 10 Shades of Earth, Dirt, why we cannot be the 10-headed goddess warrior, who will become priest, potter, idol maker when demonic forces enter the dharma of deeds, screams of victory of good over evilly. Every priest and idol makers beg for land from her promising land. Where is my potter? Where will my potter seek punyamati? Do time play a dharma? Do time play a drama, knocking at the doorsteps of the wooden and unfinished heaven? Faces of both hypocrisy and society. Be born into in search of energy, potency driven. Hide to seek a handful of fire and force of fortitude, fortunes from promising land of Nishidopali. To create a new 10 shades of warrior goddess and might for fatal fight to end evilly. Mahisasur is ad hominem, name of displaced divinity, placed in the tales of yore and not yet a meet of malign and hackle, pester and plague that dignity. Secret out of houses with red colors in the districts of Kumartoli, clad in sacred earth's body. My potter is a poet's idol maker, to make her goddess, the invincible one, fierce form of warring Mahisasura Mardini, buffalo demon slayer. My potter need to knead mud from the banks of the Ganges, Brostaurus, urine and dung and half of earth from Nishidopali. The sacred idol of goddess Durga is ready to fight full in my potter's land Kumartoli, narrating, rhyming, naming, clad the earthy idols of gods and goddesses and the society all out of Nishidopali. 10 shades of earth, dirt, aged out into 108 names. Kandamatha, Kushamanda, Sailaputri, Kalratri, Mamacharini, Chandraghanta, and Siddhidatri. Still images, stillborn, forlorn, my potter's warrior goddess finds no nameplates, not even a home on earth. Still are called sluts and in best of their slangs, jades and Jezebel, yet quietly my potter's warrior goddess attains self-sacrificing solemnity. Chakra of chakra view battling spins the wheels of auspicious time. Ashtami's hunger for auspicity. Rages of fatal fight, screams of victory of good over evil for every right. Corn sheds its shell, bell rings, sharp, all-powerful throw. Her 10 hands become the sharp edges of Peter, shield, trident, bow, and arrow. His warrior goddess mounts on lion-bodied foes, uthering winds of fortress of faith, invincible and beyond reach. Demon-slaying goddess Mahisasura in the form and difficulties of strategy. War dance of warrior goddess in quiet ecstasy. An umbilicated Navratri narrating demon-killing women are worshipped as goddess. Yet it's showy, it's hypocrisy. My potter is an idol maker. Made this warrior goddess a love mark, emboldened mark of respected those women downtrodden, humiliated by earth's dirts of society. You and me make our humor of loudest war. In the musicality of the Sera Vijayadashimi fireworks of victory, immersed in the womb of mighty Brahmaputra, warrior goddesses melting bodies merged into the body of 10 shades of earth, dirt of Nishita Pali. That's the Shakti in us. My poem for Santiniketen Literary Festival online, and thank you for listening to my write-up on masterpiece write-up on Nobel laureate taker and my poem 10 Shades of Earth, Dirt, Nishita Pali, and Namaste. Love to you all. Ekla Chalori, keep that oneness of love and strength in solid form of fluidity. My goodness. Kabili. Share this platform with such distinguished voices, and we trust that we raise discussions, conclusions, and insights from all of us. So let's come together in the essence of honor. Lovita Jia Mora, she will be presenting the paper. She will read a poem, and of course, she is a artist. You won't really have to doubt the view on presentation of our paper. Thank you, I will. And another guest of honor, Santiniketen Chatterjee. She will go to paper presentation, poem, Sarvani Chakravarti, and she will recite the poem, and Dr. Shraddha Gupta. She's going with paper presentation, poetry, song of Robert Song. And don't forget our esteemed host, Alinanda and Anjulika. Srinagar with Lavita J.R. Morin. She's a chemist of honor. She's an artist, poet, writer, researcher, filmmaker. Discovery of Guru Neutron Forest, Eastern Himalaya Film, and book recently Oxford mentioned throughout. Lavita has represented in international and national science film festivals. She has made more than 20 documentary films and has 30 books and anthologies of short stories and poems, honored with the Karandeep Chandra Award by the United Nations. So, over to Lavita. Thank you. Good evening to all the authors, poets, delegates of Santiniketen Literary Festival, and it's an honor that I have been honored with this love as guest of honor for this prestigious event. And I would like to first, as your protocol, I would start with my paper presentation. It's all about Tagore, the Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore's love for Northeast India and Northeast India's people's love for Tagore. We from Northeast India has 8 states like Arunachal Pradesh, Tripura, Sikkim, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Assam. So I'm based in Guwahati, from the land of Red River and Blue Hills. Mighty Brahmaputra is here. So extensive but passionate research on Tagore's presence in Northeast. So I have already written Tagore's love. Letters from Shillong, Kublai Shibun. Tagore in love. Tagore in love with what? Yes, poetry of course, but most importantly the place, Shillong, Northeast, Assam, Tripura. Let me start with what I wrote, Tagore in love. It was in the month of May. Lovita was in Shillong with a sole sojourn to be there with Tagore, who lived for 999 but now 100 years ago. First time in 1919 he was in Shillong. She walked, Lovita walked the Eka Beka winding roads of Laitumukra, then walked up Hill Laban. The pine trees are still there, tall but older, under whose shades walked the poet laureate. She documents Bart's journey, his stay, clicking pictures. So it was in the month of April, Tagore arrived in Shillong and fell in love with the place, stayed there throughout May and June. And here I want to add a line from Tagore. Once we dreamt that we were strangers. Once we dreamt that we were strangers, we wake up to find that we were dear to each other. That's written by Rabindranath Tagore. So through Eka Beka roads of Laitumukra, uphill Laban, the poet laureate was here writing his last poetry, Shesher Kobita. Magic is right here. He left magic here. Such is the creator of the elegant prose and magical poetry, who we lovingly address Gurudev, right? So first time he was Rabindranath Tagore, the laureate, Nobel laureate, was in Shillong on 11th October 1999. He stayed here for 21 days. He lived in a house named Brookside, surrounded by pine and deodar trees. This is the good news. But the bad news, the news that's not so good, is that the house where Tagore lived has been dismantled by people who are not aware of his presence here, who lived here. I am here trying to express my love for Tagore. I am saying I wrote already in love with Tagore, Tagore in love with Shillong, but people here unknowingly or unintentionally, I don't know, but they dismantled the house. So it's no more there. Brookside. When Tagore was here in Shillong, he fell in love with Shillong. He felt the breath of fresh air here. He found his much needed solace. He loved the comforts of confinement. Tagore loved the comforts of confinement. The only place he would go to pray in Shillong was Brahmo Samaj. Maybe the disturbances caused by the Nation by Rowlatt Act were Britishers introduced to restrict every protesting Indian. 22nd December 1918, the foundation stone of Vishwa Bharati was laid. An untiring effort to glorify Santiniketen, a citadel of knowledge and culture. He even became the teacher himself. To inculcate the wisdom in pupils, he introduced Guru Shishya Parampara. And if I may add here, Rabindranath Tagore came to Tripura. Tagore visited Tripura 7 times and was very close to Tripura's royal family. The royal family entertained him with Manipuri dance. Tagore was so enchanted by the dance that he took a Manipuri dance teacher, Navakumar Singha, to Santiniketen to acquaint his students with Manipuri culture and help them to learn the dance form. That was a significant event for the Santiniketen. Prabhat Kumar Mukhopadhyay in the third part of Rabindra Jayanti said, because the singer's presence, the dance form in Santiniketan took a new form. Tagore also visited Cotton College here in Guwahati. I would also like to connect Tagore to the literary giant of Assam, Lakshminath Bezbarwa, the beautiful marital connection. This marital connection has some socio-cultural literary significance also. Tagore was married to Rabindranath Tagore's niece, Lakshminath Bezbarwa, the doyen of Assamese called Sahityarati, the doyen of architect of modern literature of Assam, Lakshminath Bezbarwa. He got married to Rabindranath Tagore's niece, Pragya Sundari Devi. And also I would like to say, like Rabindranath's favorite flower was rhododendron, which I am working on. Rabindranath Tagore would have been happy. We have discovered 100 species of rhododendron in the last frontier of India. So he wrote a line, poetry on rhododendron. Rhododendron Ucha Sakhaye, dead highest. And I am also working on it to make it declared the last frontier of India rhododendron forest as World Biodiversity Heritage Site. The fight is still on. That's what Rabindranath Tagore has inspired me to work on him also. I have written a long write-up on him, but it's very difficult to, read it out now. But I'm trying to, again, read more from his line. Rabindranath Tagore, when he came to Shillong in 1919, he wrote in Bengali, Bipode more raksha koro, Bipode more raksha koro, e nohe mor prarthana, Bipode ami na jeno kori bhoy. Means in English, if I may translate, let me not pray to be sheltered from dangers, but be fearless in facing them. Lots of points from, it's already on Google, but I think I should end my read again. So how Tagore traveled in rugged terrain. In 1919, can you believe this? How Tagore traveled in the rugged terrain from Guwahati to Shillong. The distance from Guwahati to Shillong is 100 kilometers. How the mystic man, the laureate traveled, it's remained a mystery. But magic in his walk proved that Tagore was a risk-taking, headstrong, adventurous poet too. The poet who traveled 30 countries on 5 continents, yet his love for the land is different. He fell in love at first sight. Shillong ought to be the shibboleth, a slogan of soul. While soul-searching poetries and stories, soul-studying, Tagore generally, he traveled from Guwahati in private vehicle. In his memoirs, described winding road to Shillong as he himself wrote, Eka Beka Path, means winding road to reach Shillong from Guwahati. So there was deep forest, dense fog on either side of the road. Rabindranath Tagore celebrated each turn of the mountain road. There was almost no road. Breathing deeply the aromatic emanating out from the pine trees, charmed by the union of wildflowers, evergreen Khasi hills. Yet he finds his favorite climate indicator wildflower, rhododendron in Shillong, and he wrote Rhododendron Ucha Sakhaye. Poetry with scientific intervention. Rhododendrons are climate indicator wildflower. Today we are facing 40 degrees in Guwahati. Heat wave is on. See, he put identified the importance of flower then. Rhododendrons are climate indicator wildflower. So, nevertheless, the poet laureate in his later life developed interest and passion that expanded to science. Nobel laureate Tagore was he developed his interest for science, right? Interest and passion for science. His meeting with Albert Einstein, as solicited in Vishwa Parichay, his collection of essays, his respect for scientific laws and exploration of biology, physics and astronomy informed his poetry, which exhibited extensive naturalism and verisimilitude. He wove the process of science, the narratives of scientists into stories in She, Teen Songhi and Galpa Salpa, 1941. Tagore was called Eternal Traveler, amplified his verse in Shilonger Chithi, letters from Shillong. Gormi jokhon tutlo na ar pakhar hawao sorbote, Thanda hote duare elam Shillong namak porbote. Means, when Rabindranath Tagore came to Shillong for the first time in 1919 without any formal invitation. Look at this, he never had ego. He came to Shillong with no formal invitation, though he was already a global celebrity. By then, he was not only Ravi Babu of Bengal, but also famous Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore. And his second visit in 1923, a perfect summer vacation, with bitter experience of mechanical lifestyle and pattern grid of capitalist society. In his more than a year-long voyage to Europe and America, he depicted the side effect of modern mechanical life in his drama Red Oleander, with Dr. Korobi, written in Jit Bhumi in Shillong. So these are so in Shillong and Chithi. So there, and he was so disturbed by the capitalist grid and climate condition still we are facing after 100 years. So I think I would like to end my research, passionately done research right up here.
Thank you, Ravita.
Thank you.
Wonderful presentation.
Thank you.
And you have given us an insight of, different ways of Rabindranath of the East and vice versa. Tripura's Raj Parivar, the kind of thing that we had, and since he was a naturalist, he was a nature poet. We have talked about wildflower and how that climate indicator also of ecology. And if you remember, we had a which you have three things. One was from ecology, one was Polash, and one was avoiding and anyway, so it was wonderful. Over to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ravita. That was a refreshing anecdotes. Actually, I feel that Rabindranath had a profound love for different places and cultures, which is evident in his extensive travels and writings. I think his global perspective along led Eastern and Western ideas. So let's point on next guest of honor, Santiniketen Chatterjee. Santiniketen is the writer of freelance journalist, book editor, formerly worked in Economic Times, published in States